What is up, guys? Noob Thrifter back. I've got my box sets here of cards from my previous trip up north that I found. You guys can watch that video prior. But yeah, this is what I found. I had found the Shining Fates and the Surging Sparks at a Savers. So, and they were like $9. And I got to be honest, guys, I tried doing some research trying to see if I could find the worth of them and all that kind of stuff a little bit prior, like just the box sets themselves. And I couldn't find a lot. Again, Pokemon isn't my realm, but also that's why I also am going to try to use the Collects app, and maybe I'll do that here in this video. Scan a couple cards just to see if there's if it shows us the worth of them. And then I also had found this small pack here, and after I was looking at it, I pulled back out $18. I kind of was like, man, I can't believe I thought that was a good idea. But we're gonna go through that and see if we find anything. So let's check it out. All right, guys, so here's the Shining Fates box. And I remember when I did find them, it was open like this, and I kind of just quickly thumbed through it. But like I said, I just couldn't find a lot of information on this. So if anybody does know, hit me up. And this pack was still sealed. I'm not sure if it's all, could just be all energy cards. I'm not, but it doesn't look like it, just based off of the different colors there, because you could see also here different colors. I don't know if I'm going to open that, but let's just go through this real quick. I want to see if, what I'm thinking is, if I see something that stands out. All right, so yeah, these are in Japanese, and yeah, I don't know Pokemon at all. So I mean, obviously I'm gonna know some of the bigger name, Charizard, you know, stuff like that, Pikachu, but also I was looking, and if you can see it, these are 2024, and I just couldn't find anything online. So this is like Electroid or something like that. I'm not positive, but at any rate, I'm just gonna skim through these and maybe see if we've got maybe a Charizard or something. But these are cool just because they are Japanese, I'm not gonna lie. And usually they are more rare because of that. So I'm gonna hold on to them for sure. And like I said, maybe I'll scan a couple with the Collects app. Not sponsored, just the app that I use to see what cards are worth. But yeah, I mean, these are really cool cards, and none of these are holos, like holographic cards. But again, really cool looking, I mean, cards. So let's, like I said, I'm gonna just kind of skim through this, maybe see if I can find something that might be, you know, worth looking at. Anyway, I mean, let's look at the rest of the box. It comes with these dividers, I believe, that are pretty cool. I mean, the dice are still in there, and I'm not sure what these little pieces are. And then there's your rule book. I mean, this is a complete, I mean, I want to say complete set, but don't quote me on that. I'm gonna do a video screen here, a video recording of me scanning a couple cards just to see what the Collects app does. So let's check that out. All right, guys. So like you saw from that video, the cards that they popped up through the Collects app were the similar like cards. Don't know if the prices, because they are Japanese versions. The Collects app just doesn't have those in their system. But I mean, they did kind of populate based off that. But like I said, these are a lot harder to find comps on as far as what the cards are worth. But here's the other box. This is a Scarlet and Violet. I thought I'd be able to find more information on this one because Scarlet and Violet is I do know, I've heard that series before, but this is Surging Sparks and a similar situation. As you can see, a bunch of opened ones, and then there's a thing in there of unopened. There's some dice, these other little pieces, not sure what those are, and then there's a unopened set. Just don't know why that's unopened. And let's see, again, this is a Japanese version, and it could be the same. I'm not positive, but hopefully, it would be cool to find, a Charizard or one of the ones that I'm familiar with, a big name. And I say that all too often, big name cards, because that's what we're always looking for. All right, guys, I decided to look through the rest of it just off camera and tell me that these aren't Charizard type cards. I feel like that's a baby Charizard for sure. That one looked like another version, and then there's a Pikachu. So I'm gonna scan these again. I know the Collects app doesn't have these Japanese versions, but I'm curious if they populate something similar. All right, guys, I pulled out the cards out of that little plastic sleeve. It was a little harder than I expected, so I didn't want to do that on camera. Got them in the same order that it was. So let's see what we have sports cards wise. And I see there's these season ticket, the contenders, but so what do we got? We got Score, Chase Young. These are 2022, just base cards. It looks like Aaron Jones, Traquan Smith, DeForest Buckner, Vita Vea. So yeah, these are just Von Miller. That cannot be the Von Miller. Yeah, that is the Von Miller that traded midseason from Denver. So that is Von Miller. I don't know if that's going to be worth anything, but we're going to pick a few, put them to the side there, and use the Collects app. There's a Keenan Allen season ticket 2022 contenders. And there's a good one right there. Denver Bronco fan here, so Cortland Sutton. Let's put that to the side. All right, we got Darius Slay Jr., Kareem Hunt, Cole Beasley, Michael Gallup. There's a Chronicles. I'm just going to kind of set these aside. This is a Chronicles. Let's look at 2021. So Joe Mixon, Brandon Cooks, Deontay Johnson, Calvin Ridley, Darren Waller. So there's a few cool ones out of that. Then this one is an Absolute 2020. So Raheem Mostert, I'm not sure. AJ Green on that. Here's another contenders. We got Mike Williams. There's another Denver Broncos, Javonte Williams. We'll put that one aside. Geno Smith, Shaquille Leonard, J.J. Watt. Let's see if any of these. Amari Cooper, Michael Thomas, Darnell Mooney, DeAndre Taylor, Dalvin Cook, Kadarius Toney, and Matt Ryan. Those are all pretty cool. I'll have to put those all kind of aside. These ones up here, I'll go through the Collects app just as part of this to see what they come up with. Here's season ticket. So this is Panini Contenders Draft Picks 2021. So there's a Cam Newton. That's cool. Maybe we'll put that one up there. Allen Robinson II, Cole Beasley, James Conner, Jonathan Taylor, Derek Carr. There's another one of our quarterback that's fairly been popular. Roquan Smith, got two of those. There's another Von Miller. Let's go there. Deontay Johnson, Julio Jones, LaVisca. Yeah, not going to try on that one. There's another Cortland Sutton. Cool. That'll be a good one to do. That's again Panini 2020 Contenders. Set that one aside. Justice Hill. Back to the season tickets. Chris Goodwin. Michael Gallup, Delvin Hodges, Jarrett Stidham, Mark Ingram, Alvin Kamara, Damian Harris, Russell Wilson. We can put that one. I know he hasn't been the best lately, but Baker Mayfield. Oops. All right. Let's see what we got here. That was about right. All right. So these are Prestige 2023. Again, Panini. Shaq Thompson. James Conner. Is that Nickerson? Yep, Hardy Nickerson. Warren Sapp. Eddie George. TJ. Is that Hackinson? Don't know who these guys are very well. So we'll just look. James Cook, Alex Singleton, Broncos, Fletcher Cox. Yeah, it's hard to get the lighting right on that to see the name. Alec Pierce, Odell Beckham Jr. Maybe we'll put his aside. I want to scan a few with that Collects app just to see what these come up with, because for sure sports cards are gonna be a lot better with that app. I know it works well. I mean, I think the only reason honestly with those was because of they were in Japanese, but oh, there's an Eli Manning. Cool. Let's definitely put that aside. Drew Brees. See if his are even worth anything. I'm not sure. Trying to catch those names and the with the right glare. But yeah, we still got a few there. All right, and then there's a few. Back to those scores. This is a 2022 Prestige. James Washington. Then you got some scores again. Back to the Prestige. Ezekiel Elliott. Joe Mixon. Darius Leonard. Tyler Lockett. And then we go back to those 2023s. Garrett Wilson, Logan Wilson, Chandler Jones, A.J. Brown, Terrence Marshall. Put those over there. There's another Drew Brees. We'll stick that aside. I don't know if how much his are worth these days, but we will check it out with that app. Devontae Parker, Drew Lock. I think he was, can't remember if he was the one of the backup quarterbacks and then became the quarterback for the Broncos after Peyton Manning won us the Super Bowl. No, I can't remember for sure. There's a Michael Vick, and there's a Derek Carr, and then Pittman Jr. So a lot of, I mean, I remember I bought this because I knew they were newer. So that's the reason I did buy them. But pretty cool. I mean, I'm sure a lot of them are still worth something once I go through them all, but and scan them. But let's scan these ones up here and see what what the Collects app brings up for those. All right, guys. So just as you saw from that video of me scanning, um, a lot of those weren't worth much, but also the a fun and cool feature of that Collects app is it will pick up a card and it may say that there's 20 different variations of that card, and you have to scroll through it and find what the correct card version is, or and choose that. So as you saw from that last one, I think that it came up to a changed the worth to $1 because it was a different variation that it first populated. But so really cool, the app. I really do like it. Um, Again, but there you have it, guys. We went through it all and it was fun, and I may or may not have learned anything, but I still think these were fun, good purchases. I'll still have to figure out what to do with these Pokemon ones, but overall a good time. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If so, like and subscribe. If you also have any suggestions on what would make my videos better and more enjoyable, throw that in the comments as well. And I'm always trying to make these videos more fun and interesting for you guys, and as you guys share the experience with me as I search for trading cards and also thrift as far as things to resell. So again, thanks for watching and catch you next time.